Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, and for those that have been here before, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to bleed the front brakes on the Honda Pacific Coast 800, and apparently Amelia here's decided to help me today. She's my shop supervisor, make sure that I do everything correctly. Give me just a moment and I will show you how to do the disassembly on this. We'll be right back. These covers that we have to take off first have two screws holding them on. One is in here. I'm not entirely sure if you can see that or not. They are both 6mm screws, hex heads. 6mm hex head, not 6mm screw. But there is one attachment in the front. I'm going to pause you and show you to the back. Here is the one in the back. And we'll turn the wheel. And there's a grommet on the bottom. You simply pull that loose and turn it, and the cover comes off. I'm going to pause you guys while I take off the other side. It's the exact same procedure, so I'm not going to bore you to death by showing you that. I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, what I've done is I've taken out the screws. This is our cover. There's a white plastic cover under here, and the rubber diaphragm is underneath of there. I'm going to set those off to the side. Move you guys around here so maybe you can see a little better. This brake fluid definitely looks like it needs to be changed. According to Honda, they recommend you do this every 2 years. More frequently if you live in a humid area, or if you ever notice that it is brown or cloudy. So I'm going to go ahead, get that cleared out of there a little bit, and we'll come right back. This is the brake fluid that we're going to be using for this. It is synthetic .3 and 4. This motorcycle, according to the covers, does use .4. And we're going to be using this little bleeder here. I got this, I think, at Harbor Freight many years ago. Unfortunately, I've lost the magnet that goes to the back of it that was an enormous help. We have to put just a little bit of brake fluid in this reservoir so that we get suction and vacuum on it. You want to start on the left-hand side of the bike if you're sitting on it. You always want to bleed from the farthest point to the closest point, as it helps get your air out, which I don't think there's a lot of air in this. It's probably really more of just a fluids change because it was brown. That should be enough. Tighten it down a bit. This cover comes off of here. It's just a small rubber cover. There's one on each caliper. And of course it wants to be a bear to come off. And you have this small brass nipple. You want to take your 10mm and set on that nipple and then attach your hose to it. And what we're going to be doing here try to get that little bottle where it'll stand and keep suction for us. Sorry. This is always the hardest part, which is why I missed the magnet. That should work. We're going to be squeezing in on our brake handle and then slowly turning this wrench to allow the fluid to escape. This is much easier when you have to do one on the opposite side of the bike if you have an assistant, but it is possible. Just kind of contortionist to do it alone. All right, I'm starting to squeeze on the handle and I will open that up. Now close it before you let your handle back out and repeat. After maybe 4 times, you'll have to probably add more fluid to the top of the reservoir. Let me go ahead and add some fluid real quick. All right, and we'll do some more. If you have a problem with air in your lines, you will feel the lever stiffening up significantly as you do this. And you can see, hopefully, that there is a bubble in there that was trapped air. I'm not seeing any more bubbles come out of there. And since this can take a little while, I'm going to go ahead and pause you guys and I'll show you from the other side. All right, now we're on the right-hand side of the bike. If you were sitting on it, on the other caliper, and you can see the position here on the caliper to find your bleed nipple. I've got all the air bubbles out of the other side, so we're going to work on this side. If this is helping you guys, please do like and subscribe. For those that have already subscribed, I thank you so much for helping me get my channel off the ground. I enjoy doing these videos to help you all learn to do the maintenance on your own machines and keep them running. This Pacific Coast has been going now for, I think, 37 years and has 176,000 miles on it, if I recall. So if you take care of them, they definitely will take care of you. And hopefully you guys can see we are getting some bubbles out of this side. All of those bubbles create sponginess when you grab your brakes. So if your brakes don't grab hard or they feel real spongy, this is probably what's causing that. One of the reasons that Honda recommends this be done pretty frequent in humid areas is brake fluid is extremely hygroscopic, meaning that it will suck water out of the air into itself. Give me one moment, I need to top up the reservoir. And when it does that, it contaminates all of your fluid and gives you more of that spongy feeling. Getting some good bubbles out of this side, a lot more than we were the other. They must have been trapped inside of this caliper. Which I hadn't really noticed a lot of trouble with it, but I'm sure I'll notice an improvement. All right, you get the idea, so I'm going to pause you, and I will be back in just a minute when I get this bled out. All right, now that our bleed is done, I've topped off our reservoir. As you can see, the fluid is much cleaner than it was. And all we're going to do is replace the diaphragm and the white plastic cap. Our cover, which I think I'm going to actually turn around this time, as it was bothering me when I had my phone mounted to not be able to read the voltmeter. Put our screws back. And honestly, it would be far better to coat these screws with a little bit of anti-seize. But that would mean that I would have to stop the video, go get anti-seize, put it on there, and it'd just be a bit of a pain in the ass, so I'm not going to do it, but I will tell you that it is a better idea. Don't honk down on these screws, they just need to be snug. You honk down on them, you end up stripping them out, and it's really a headache to have to drive a wedge in to take them out with a flathead. And that should be it for us. Thank you for joining us, guys, and I sure do appreciate y'all sticking around. I hope this helps you. Have a good day.